Carnival. Just saying the word makes me want to throw confetti and shake my groove thing. It's a giant party, a global explosion of fun, and everyone's invited. But where did this craziness come from? Turns out, Carnival has roots going way back, like ancient history back. Think Romans, with their wild festivals honoring the gods. Over time, it got mixed up with Christian traditions. You know, the whole let's party before Lent thing. But the basic idea stayed the same. A time to forget your worries, put on a costume, and go a little bit nuts. And I mean nuts in a good way. The let's dance in the street and eat too much cake kind of nuts. Because that's the beauty of Carnival. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. For a few glorious days, we're all just happy to be alive. And maybe a little bit drunk on caipirinhas. But that's a story for another time. Okay, so we've established that Carnival is awesome. But where should you go to experience this awesomeness firsthand? Well, you've got options, my friend. Lots and lots of options. First up, Rio de Janeiro. Picture this, 1 million people dancing the samba in the streets, wearing feathers and sequins and not much else. The energy is electric, the music is infectious, and the whole city feels like one giant sweaty dance floor. Then there's Venice, Italy. Forget your gondolas and romantic canals. During Carnival, Venice is all about mystery and intrigue. People wear elaborate masks and costumes, hiding their identities and getting up to all sorts of mischief. It's like a fairy tale, but with more wine. And let's not forget New Orleans, baby. Mardi Gras in the French Quarter is a sensory overload in the best possible way. Parades, jazz music, beads flying everywhere. It's chaotic, it's colorful, and it's an experience you won't soon forget. 3 cities, 3 totally different vibes, but one thing unites them: the spirit of pure, unadulterated fun. Now, you don't just waltz into Carnival unprepared. Oh no, my friend, this is serious business. Weeks, sometimes months, go into planning the perfect costume, the most delicious food, the most outrageous decorations. In Rio, samba schools practice their routines for months, sewing thousands of feathers onto costumes that would put a peacock to shame. In Venice, artisans spend hours crafting delicate masks, each one a work of art. And in New Orleans, people start stocking up on beads and king cake like it's the apocalypse. Speaking of king cake, let's talk food, baby. Because no carnival celebration is complete without a feast. In Brazil, it's all about feijoada, a hearty stew that will stick to your ribs. In Venice, you'll find frittelle, little fried dough balls dusted with sugar. And in New Orleans? Well, besides the king cake, there's gumbo, jambalaya, po' boys. You might need to loosen your belt a notch or two. The point is, getting ready for Carnival is half the fun. It's a time for communities to come together, to share their traditions, and to work towards a common goal, having the time of their lives. So there you have it. Carnival, a global family reunion where everyone's invited. It's a chance to let loose, to embrace the absurd, and to celebrate life in all its messy, chaotic glory. Whether you're dancing the samba in Rio, unmasking a stranger in Venice, or catching beads in New Orleans, Carnival is a reminder that joy is universal. It transcends language, culture, and even good taste. Because sometimes, you just need to put on a silly costume, eat too much cake, and dance like nobody's watching. And that, my friends, is something we can all get behind. Thank you for joining us, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating content.